Good morning once again, YouTube world. I was sitting there the other day looking at all my video games and came to the realisation I own quite a few rare video games that I didn't think I would own because they're like expensive. Now, the channel is still good for nothing. I still sort of shine a light on games that no one knows about that are quite cool. You know what I mean? Really cool, cheap stuff. But inadvertently, people keep buying me gifts and things and such. Or a super bargain will come up that the person who is selling this thing doesn't know that it is expensive, and I swoop in like a magpie. Yes, that's where I like to be. So I'm going to show you 10 or 11 of my what I consider, or what may be considered by everyone, yes, like quite rare games. Now, to start, I will start by showing you now. No, I'll start by telling you that a good selection of these are horror titles. Horror titles are like strangely rare. I believe it's because it didn't appeal to a mass market when they came out. It only appealed to like adults that like horror, whereas some would say that game consoles are for children. So they're like children games. Yes, that makes sense, doesn't it? So I'll start by showing you Saw on the PS3. Now you will notice that this is in a black case. Why is it in a black case, Andrew? Because I had a spare copy of Assassin's Creed Syndicate that comes in a black case, and I thought that this would look cool in a black case. Some may say it's not original, Andrew. I don't care. It's my game. But yes, Saw. Now, Saw 2 is arguably sort of the rarer one of the two, but I saw this and I picked this one up. I haven't seen a Saw 2 like on the shelves. I think it's coming down in price, but it will go back up because Saw, I believe they're either remaking one or it's a new one. Yes, no idea. But yes, Saw, like everyone knows, sort of Saw, solve some puzzles, don't die. Saw, really cool. Like the thing I like about this as well is the disc. It comes in a nice sort of razor blade-esque motif, but yes, quite cool. They should have like carried on, but I'm assuming it just didn't sell well. I would assume. Yes, we'll go with that. But yeah, so pretty cool. The next game I picked up in Poland when my wife went to visit our family over there, and it was considerably cheaper there. Yes. Like, it weren't super expensive here. At the time it was 55 quid in the UK, but over there it was like 32 quid, something like that. So, save 20 quid, go to Poland. Yes, that's some good advice. And it is Silent Hill HD Collection. Yes, I believe this is Silent Hill 2 and 3. What happened to Silent Hill 1, Andrew? No idea, mate. But yes, Silent Hill 2 and 3, I assume like they did a sort of HD version of one somewhere. Who knows? But yes, Silent Hill 2 and 3. Now, Silent Hill are arguably sort of the most expensive. Like, you've got Silent Hill Shattered Memories, which was like a Nintendo Wii port onto the PS2, and it's like 400 quid. Just buy the Nintendo Wii one for like 60 quid. It's still a good game on there. It makes no difference. Arguably, it's better on the Wii because you get to like wiggle about and do cool things. Yes, yeah, but yeah, Silent Hill, really cool. Like, once again, not super rare, but like inadvertently, accidentally, a rare game in my collection. I hope that makes sense to you. Now, the next two games, one of them is because the variant is rare, and the other one is sort of the sequel to the first one that isn't like stupidly rare, but it's a rare sort of genre. Yes, you'll see what I mean. Now, the first one is Castlevania, but it is the Reviverium Resurrection DLC sort of cool edition thingy-majiggy with nice art on the front and things and such. Now, you could buy the normal standard edition of Castlevania for the same price as you could buy this one, but this one you never saw on the shelves until I went to Poland, and it was just sat there for around 8 quid, I believe it was. So I had to pick it up. And the second one is obviously Castlevania Lord of Shadows 2. Now, like I said, this isn't like ridiculously rare, but it's inadvertently a rare game in my collection because I pick up £1 games. And this, I believe it's like 20 something quid, which isn't like stupidly rare or expensive, but it's kind of tricky to find one sort of sat on the shelves of CEX and things and such. Castlevanias, really cool games. Yeah, like I played through Castlevania 1. It's like arguably a God of War clone, but it's vampires and demons and cool things. I never got a chance to play Castlevania 2. It is on my sort of bucket list of games to play. I will get around to it, kind of thing. As you can see, I have 2 PS3s, and I sort of bought them and put them there, and then they stayed there. Yes, I really need to get round to sort of completing games. There will be gameplay videos in the future, but I will still like stay with my usual scheduling of pick up videos and going around hunting and stuff. But then sort of midweek I might do a gameplay video of one of the games that I picked up. Tell me if you're interested. Tell me if that's cool. If not, I'm doing it anyway. Yes. But yeah, Castlevania 1 and 2. Now, the next game I picked up only a couple of weeks ago, and I was looking for this game. I was looking for it on Xbox, because I quite like it on Xbox, and it's green, so it just looked a bit cooler. Do you know what I mean? Aesthetically, it's the same game, but it just looked cool in the green case. But I found it on PS2, and it was behind the counter. I was picking up my £1, £2 games, and it was sat there, so I picked it up. Yes, it is Spawn Armageddon on the PS2. Now, once again, not ridiculously rare. You can go into shops, you can pick it up. Kind of. It's not everywhere. It's not like FIFA's. Do you know what I mean? Like, although FIFA's like the other end of the spectrum. There's method to my madness. Like I said, it isn't ridiculously rare, but it's really cool, and it's getting trickier and harder to find it. People will start picking up games like this because, like, most games on the PS2 are like £5 to £10. This was 28, I believe. People are going to start buying these games, and then there will be none, and then it'll be rare. Do you get what I mean? That makes sense, doesn't it? Sort of supply and demand-esque. But yeah, Spawn. Talk about the game, Andrew. Yes. Like, it is a superhero-esque kind of, with blood and gore and cool things. Like, the gameplay, I remember it being really cool. Like, you get different abilities and things and such. Kind of a linear run through. Once again, sort of on a God of War-esque kind of vibe. It's a linear path. You run down, you kill a load of enemies, you fight bosses. You have a nice time. Yes. Play this. If you can find a copy of Spawn Armageddon, pick it up. And the film, for that matter. The film came out in the 90s. It was really cool. But yeah, if you can find a copy of this, pick it up. Really cool. The next game was a beautiful gift from what started out to be a subscriber of my channel, and then we became really good friends, and we chit-chat and have a nice time and talk about video games. Yes. So big up Rick for Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Now, the week that he gifted me this, I believe this game was sort of in the £70 elk. So, like, I wasn't really like looking at the price. He gifted me. It was really cool. I was dead happy. Very nice. The very next week it went down to about 40 quid. And I have no idea why. It doesn't matter. I'm just telling you sort of the analytics of the pricing of this thing. Yes. But yeah, Spider-Man, Shattered Dimensions. You play as all different iterations of Spider-Man. Spider-Man Noir was kind of cool, like the spy-esque kind of in the shadows, really cool things. And then there was other different Spider-Mans and characters. But yes, really cool. Like I said at the beginning, like I got quite a few games that were gifts that are rare, and this is one of them. And I believe so with the next 4. So yes, beautiful people around me that gift things to sort of help grow this channel. But yeah, Spider-Man, Shattered Dimensions. Now, the next 2 games, there was a little bit of a story. So I had one of them on the PlayStation 2. Now, because the front case of this game on the PS2 is different to the Xbox version. My wife didn't think that I had it, because she looks at the case and goes, oh, I've never seen this one in Andrew's collection. I must buy this for him because he is very nice. Yes, I'm sure that's what goes through her head. But yes, it is Project Zero 1 and 2. Like I said, I had Project Zero 1 that I picked up from a charity shop for like 25 quid, and the going rate at the time was like 50, I think, something like that. And the case was different, so she picked me this up and this one. Now, Project Zero 2 is arguably the rarer of the two. I believe she paid sort of quite a good chunk of money for these two beautiful games from Super Game Shack in Leicester. Big up Super Game Shack. They always have like really cool, really rare, really pretty, like all their games are in super nice condition, and 9 times out of 10 it's all boxed, manualed, really cool stuff. Now, more about the games. So in both of these games you play as some form of school-aged, maybe college-aged child, sort of. Yes, you run around with a camera and you capture ghoulies and ghosts with a camera. And yes, really weird premise, but sort of Japanese games will always have weird premises. You'll be seeing all the gameplay footage as usual just here. But yeah, really cool. I was like super gassed to have both of them in the collection. Now, I believe there is another one, maybe on PSP, that may have got a port, and there's one on Wii, I think. Yes, we'll go with that. I might be lying to you, but we'll go with that. But yeah, super gassed to have both these in the collection. Yes, and they're very pretty as well. And like I said, all sort of like boxed, manualed, really cool, really pretty, nice times. The next game, once again, was a beautiful gift from my wife. Like I said, gifts. Yes, I don't spend money, everyone else does. That's how it should be. Yes. The next one, Silent Hill, Shattered Memories. Like I said earlier on, like Silent Hill, Shattered Memories on the PS2 is like 380 something quid, I believe. Nintendo Wii, 60 quid. Do you know what I mean? I get it, if you want to go for like a full black label PS2 collection, then yeah, do that. But if you want a good collection that's like very varied and whatnot, do you know what I mean? Like, it's all well and good, but you can buy this and a ton of other games for the price of this on a PS2. Do you know what I mean? Like, at some point, it does become a case of, well, I have this one. Well, I have the same one. It's just, do you know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, Silent Hill, Shattered Memories. Now, arguably, this is not a very good sort of Silent Hill game. You have no weapons or anything like that. You sort of run through levels attacking. Not attacking, pushing. You can push. Yes, you can. You can push. Yes, and that's all you can do. And you have to sort of like traverse levels and get to safe areas where there's no monsters or ghoulies. Silent Hill, Shattered Memories in a nutshell. Yes. Like, I would argue, if you want a copy of this, get it on the Nintendo Wii. It's still like a rare game on Nintendo Wii. It's like between 60 and 80 quid in good condition. I believe, yes it is, box manualed, very nice. Yes, but yeah, I get it. If you want to go for a big PS2 collection, then get it. But if you want a big varied collection, get this. I hope that makes sense. Now, do you know what else is rare? This week's sponsor. And that brings me on smoothly to this week's sponsor and a sponsor of the channel going forward, Peaked Apparel. Peaked Apparel is a very unique clothing brand. They sort of find the middle ground between heavy metal and pop culture. So you can find all of your sort of pop culture referenced sort of characters, such as Sonic, in sort of a heavy metal inspired universe. You'll be seeing all of their designs whiz by just here. There's literally hundreds of designs from like Pokemon, gaming characters, pop culture characters. You know what I mean? You'll see. You will definitely go to this website they always have some form of sale on. So it could be like a weekend sale, a January sale, a Valentine's sale. So sort of keep an eye on their website. There is always something going on. Very generous people over at Peaked Apparel. Their garments are all like printed on very nice, very soft, very supple t-shirts and hoodies, and they do like loads of different accessories and cool things. So be sure to check out Peaked Apparel. They ship worldwide, which is really cool, and they size from infants, so your little ones and your babies can wear them too, up to 3XL, I believe, for your sort of rugby player type built human beings. Yes, so be sure to check out their channels. I'll be wearing their garments in my videos. So if you see something that I'm wearing and you think, ooh, that's nice, head over to Peaked Apparel. Back to the video. And after that beautiful advert, it brings me on to my final game. Now this, I would argue, was once one of the rarest games you could get on the PlayStation 2. And as you all know, they found a pallet of this game, or pallets, more pallets, lots of pallets. They found pallets of this game somewhere in Europe. I believe it was Italy. I might be wrong. But anyway, I have the rarest variant of it. I have the UK mint condition variant, and it is a Rule of Rose on the PS2. It is in absolute pristine, beautiful condition. Obviously, boxed and manualed. The game is currently in a display case, and I didn't take it out. But yes, believe me when I say I have it. You may have seen it before on this channel. But yeah, like this was a beautiful present to get in to 500 subscribers, I think the goal was. And the wife said, yes, I will get you this game if you get to 500 subscribers, which I did. But yeah, I was over the moon. Like, I had some tribulations with this. The wife and a friend pulled a prank where I thought I had this for 10 seconds and then swiftly realised it was High School Musical Sing It. Yes. Tricky people. But then I assumed the wife felt bad and bought me this game anyway. So I ended up with it. Yes, it was a beautiful Christmas present from my wife and my mother, say no less. Yes. Now, the game, arguably, it got banned for a bit, I believe, because of some weird references by like some word that I don't really want to say on YouTube because I don't want to get like a mark, but you know what I mean. If you know about this game, you know what I mean. But yeah, like the storyline is really cool. The sort of atmosphere of the game is really cool. The gameplay apparently is not that good. I'm sort of scared to play it. I'm not scared to play it. I'm scared to put it in the PS2 and play it all the way through. Do you know what I mean? It's that sort of like, the disc is pristine and I'm scared to like, you know what I mean? I will play it. I'll do a gameplay or a playthrough once I've got a capture card and I can figure all that sort of technological know-how out. But yes, Rule of Rose. Yeah, this is sort of my magnum opus. This is the game I wanted when I started collecting again. I wanted a mint copy of Rule of Rose, and I have it. So I don't know what I'm working towards at the minute. I might have a look at the Clock Tower collection. Yes. But yeah, either. Really cool. Really proud to own it. Like, it had some beautiful sentiment behind getting this game, and I have it now. Yes. Now, in the future, like I said at the beginning, I'll be doing some gameplay videos of like my rarer-esque games, like, but it won't disrupt my normal Sunday sort of pickup videos. It'll be a midweeky kind of thing, stick them on, and if you're interested, have a look. If you're not, don't. Makes sense, doesn't it? Yes, and like gaming markets are coming back sort of to the UK now that it's going to be warming up after Christmas. Yes, that makes sense. So I'll be going around some gaming markets and once again travelling around the UK, looking at stores and at different places and having a nice time. So yeah, continue to support this channel by watching, clicking, doing nice things, telling your mates. Have a nice time. But yes, that is sort of my rare video game collection thus far. Peace.